right, welcome back. If you are back, hopefully you want to learn more about solving systems. And this, we're going to solve the system once again by looking to see if we can use, all right, either elimination or substitution, all right, or substitution. Okay. Well, first off, we're going to kind of peruse this, and what we have is 10x minus 2y equals 16. We have 5x plus 3y equals negative 12. None of these values are singletons, so all of them have variables. So I guess probably substitution is not the best. What we're going to do instead is we're going to use what is called elimination. Elimination, what we're going to do is we're going to try to eliminate one of these variables by combining these two equations. Now to do that, we have to try to pick a number, all right, or see if we can, when we add them together, that we can eliminate it. So we have 10x minus 2y, 16. Well, here, a 3 and a 2 are not close, but a 5 and a 10, if I can take this expression, and I'm going to multiply this by a negative 2. When I do that, what will happen is I will get negative 10x. I can change this to negative 10x minus 6y. That's going to equal positive 24. Okay. Now, when I do that, what happens is that I then take this expression, and now I can add it to, all right, the top expression. So now I'm going to create a new system. All right, let me just come to a line right there. I'm going to take this one and bring it down here. So it doesn't matter what order you put these in, all right, because you're just going to add them together eventually. So now we're going to add these two systems together. When we add the negative 10x and the positive 10x, now these cancel out, and that's what we're looking for. That's why I multiply by negative 2, not just 2 itself. Here we have negative 6y minus 2y, which gives us negative 8y. Right here we have 0 carry the 1, we have a 40, and so now we get y. I'm going to divide both sides by negative 8. And now what we have here is going to be negative 5. So we just found out y equals negative 5. Once you find out one of the y values, you're going to take that y value and plug it into one of these two different expressions. So I'm going to plug it into this one. This one seems a little bit less intimidating, I guess. 5x, and you can plug it into either one. It doesn't matter. We're going to have 3 times negative 5 equals negative 12. This right here is going to be 5x minus 15 equals negative 12. I'm going to add the 15 to the other side, and what we have is 5x equals, that's going to turn to 3, right? And what we then have is x is going to equal 3/5. All right, so what did we just find out? We just found out that we have a solution. A solution then, our solution to this system is going to be an x value of 3/5 and a y value of negative 5. And there we go. That's our solution to the system. All right, well, let's try another one. All right, here, once again, we're going to solve the system, and we're going to either use elimination or substitution. Okay. Well, looking at these, I don't see any of the variables by itself, so I'm guessing we're not going to use elimination. Or sorry, not substitute. We're not going to use substitution. We're going to use elimination. So once again, kind of perusing this. Oh, this is a kind of a little more complex one. We got negative 2x. All right, I don't know. 2 and 3. Well, we have negative here. Well, I need to cancel out one of these. Well, this makes it a little bit more complex. So right here, we have to do a decision since nothing is really busted out and looking very nice. I'm going to take the x. I'm going to eliminate the x first. Now, eliminate the x. I have a 2 here and a 7 here, so I'm going to multiply this side bottom by 2. I'm going to multiply the top by bottom by 7, top by 2. I'm doing that so I can eliminate the x, because 2 times 7 is going to give us, all right, 14x. That's going to turn to a plus 4y, and then we're going to have 22. The bottom, when we multiply by 7, is going to turn to negative 14. See how that works out? That's why I'm multiplying by whatever values we have here. We're going to have then plus 21y. And then we have, oh no. All right, 7 times 29. Okay, that's going to be 63. We got the 7 times 2. what we're going to have then right there is going to be 14. 14 plus 6 is 200. Wow, 203. Is that right? All right. If you're not sure, you can always take out the old calculator and try to test it out here. Notice I was doing some integrals here previously. Just to make sure on the good side, we have 7 times 29. Oops. 7 times 29. That's just to make sure my math is all good. Did I do that right? 203. 203. I was right. Cool. All right. So now we're going to take this, and we notice the x's cancel out. We're left with 25y equals, add those together, we're going to have 225. And now we're going to divide by 25. 25. All right. And what we have right here is y then. All right. When we get for our final answer, y is going to equal 225 divided by 25. All right. And that should equal, and if I do the right thing in my head, that should equal 9, I believe. Right? There's 4 and 100. 425 is in 100. There's 200. That's 4. That's 8. Plus another 25 is 9. There you go. Y equals 9. Well, once we get y equal 9, let's plug this back in here. I'm going to use, let's use this. I'm going to use the top one. I'm going to use the top one right there. I don't want to do it anymore. All right, so I'm going to take that, and we're going to plug in y, all right, in the top one. So I'm going to 7x. We're going to take 2 times 9, all right, equals 11. That's going to be 7x plus 18. That's going to equal 11. Subtract the 18 to both sides, 18. And we have 7 equals negative 7. And x is going to equal, if I did that right, x is going to equal 1. Okay. And that appears to be, oh, sorry, not 1, negative 1. Apologize. Don't forget the negative right there, negative 1. And what we have then, all right, let's check that a little better. Eraser. All right, there we go. And x is going to equal negative 1. All right, so what's my solution? Well, let's write that out then. Our solution then is going to be negative 1 and 9. All right. So we just did an example of using elimination. We did this twice. We did a little bit easier one and a more complex one. Hopefully this helped you out in understanding how to use elimination. And good luck and God bless in the rest of your problems.